Heart Spirit Tarot, and I'm here with the message for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any other significant placements. This is going to be a general message, so whatever I see is what I'm going to read. Let's get started. Benevolent ancestors, guardian angels, spirit guides, those that come to me and through unconditional love. Only one of the messages that you have for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any other significant placements at this time, from the time they view this video, moving forward. What do they need to know, see, and be aware of? Most important messages for Scorpio, please. Sun, Rising, Venus, and any other significant placements. All right. If this is your first time watching one of my readings, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. If you are returning, welcome back. All right. Oh, man. Come on now. I've been shuffling like a newbie all day, you guys. Come on. All right. Let's do a couple more. We'll get started. All right, comfort, confirmation, or clarity. Whatever Scorpio needs, let's give it to him at this time. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Eight of Swords. Feeling trapped, suppressed, repressed. Feeling like there's no way out, there's no options. Maybe not you, somebody you're connected to. Let's see. Let's get into it here. 9 cards for Scorpio, please. 9 cards for Scorpio, please. We got the Queen of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Devil. Ooh. 10 of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the Page of Swords, the Tower, the 7 of Wands, and the 4 of Cups with the Queen of Cups as the overall energy. Now, obviously, this is feminine water sign energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, but we also have the Queen of Swords here on the spread, and that is feminine air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could have some of that in your chart. You may or may not. It doesn't matter. It's just the energy. You are disconnecting, detaching yourself, leaving something behind where somebody made you feel like you were an option. Okay? We got the Hangman, the 9 of Swords, and the 4 of Pentacles. You're questioning your investment and what you've already given your energy to, and now you're trying to figure out how can you disconnect from this. Well, without losing yourself, without becoming jaded, and without, losing your faith in love. This person did you dirty. Somebody did you absolutely dirty. You realize that this person was the devil in disguise. Literally. We have the devil here. Then that's Capricorn energy. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. And if it's not a Capricorn, this person, they represent a lot of what you are wanting to distance yourself from, as far as lifestyle, as far as the way they carry themselves or the way that they treat people. It's almost as if you separating yourself from this person is also leaving that part of you behind, leaving the pieces of you that resonate with this kind of energy behind. Leaving behind temptation, leaving behind instant gratification, leaving behind lustful thoughts, activities, and energies, leaving behind people who indulge themselves in every vice that they could possibly have. We got the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You want more for yourself. You want to create a better life. You have dreams of the future. Even if you're not taking actionable steps on those things right now, the most important for you to do right now is to focus on letting this go and ending whatever obsession or addiction that you have to this energy or to this person who is not who you think they are. You recently found something out, something was told to you, you did your research and got the information that you needed that let you know exactly who this person is and exactly what this person is capable of. And it may have shocked you because maybe you were in deep with this person. Maybe this person had a lot of maybe this person had a lot of your heart, okay? And maybe you gave this person a lot of your emotion and you were emotionally attached to this person. So it was hard for you to see the truth, even though you could feel it intuitively. Scorpios are very intuitive. Scorpios mostly, every Scorpio I know probably has some sort of psychic gift or in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like you can pick up on things. You can read people really well, but you also want to believe the best in people. You don't necessarily want to believe that this person is who they are at face value and they're never going to grow and they're never going to live up to their potential. It's like you have such a faith in humanity, even though you don't show it, even though you don't express it, that it comes out in the people that you date and the people that you entertain and the people that you're close to who just continually disappoint you and let you down. This person, you're no longer interested in them because you've realized that you've invested your emotions into somebody who is not being honest with you, somebody who you should have been way more skeptical of. They might have been a full-on con man, narcissist, asshole. They could have been a full-on just a disgusting human being. And they might have treated you nicely or been nice to you or been kind to you because they wanted something from you. Whether that was your sex, your love, your attention, your affection. I'm not really sure what it is that they thought they were going to continue to get out of you, but they damn sure made sure that you always felt like you weren't the only one, or that you always felt like they had other options out there, or they were very much hot and cold with you. One day they were on, one day they were off. It almost looks like when they were off with you, they were off with somebody else, okay? And that's typically the case, right? If somebody picks an argument with you out of nowhere, it's because they're about to go be somewhere with somebody else, okay? And if that person put you in a position to always question your value, always question your worth, you got tired of it. You got sick and tired of it, and you know that the right thing for you right now is to absolutely let this go, to walk away from this. You feel overwhelmed emotionally by this nonsense, and you're trying to basically detach yourself emotionally from the situation, and I feel like you will. Now, if you haven't been given some sort of revelation about this person, or some sort of great realization about this person that really allows you to cut ties, oh, it's coming. It's coming, and it's going to happen. I'm going to try to clarify and get some information on what that might be, or what the subject might be, or what it might be around. But there's going to be something that happens that hasn't, if it hasn't happened already, some information you find out, or something that somebody tells you that completely changes your perspective or your perception of who this person is and what they wanted from you and why they were a part of your life. I don't like to label relationships as soulmates, twin flames, karmics, and things like that, but if you've already identified this person in your life as a karmic, I'm here to confirm that they absolutely are. Okay? They're not somebody that you're supposed to end up with. They're somebody who is here to teach you a lesson. They're also a reflection of all the darkest parts of you that maybe you have yet to integrate. We don't need to eliminate our shadow. And by our shadow, I mean the parts of us that we deem unworthy, the parts of us that we see as negative or depressing, or the parts of us that we see as not socially acceptable. We don't need to kill our shadow. We need to find a way to integrate it and show it love, so that it can become something that nurtures our lives and empowers us in times where we feel powerless, right? And getting your big girl, big boy panties on and walking away from this situation is something that you absolutely have to do in order for you to integrate the parts of you that maybe you deemed unlovable. Because maybe this person, there were aspects of this person that spoke to those parts of you that you felt as if weren't as good, or weren't as lovable, or weren't as valuable. And maybe they made you feel as if they could love or see all of you. And maybe by loving a person that you felt like had such obvious flaws, you felt like that you could be loved and you could be accepted for exactly who you are, because you think, well, I'm not as bad as them, so, and if I love them, then surely somebody could love me for all of who I am. And yeah, somebody will and can love you for all of who you are, unless you treat them like shit, unless you do horrible things to them, unless you put them in the position to be constantly second guessing the place that they have in your life. You know what I'm saying? Of course somebody can love all of you. There's no part of you that is unlovable, but you have to love all parts of you first. And you're going to continue attracting people who show those parts back to you, reflect those parts back to you that you might feel are not getting enough love or attention, until you can give those parts of you enough love and attention. I know it sucks. We all hate hearing that. It all starts with us, right? As within, so without. Okay? You're going to continue, and when you elevate yourself, you attract everybody anyway. But until you love those parts of yourself that desperately need that love, you're going to continue being attracted to these kinds of people. Not only are they attracted to you, you'll also be attracted to them. Okay? Let's clarify the Tower here. What's going on with this Tower card energy? I feel like this is going to be like a total 180. Like, you are going to block this person on everything you can. You're never going to speak to them again. You want them to be totally out of your life. Yeah, this was definitely a gift from the heavens, okay? We got the Star here clarifying the Tower. I want one more. This is exactly what you needed, exactly what you were asking for. Maybe you got to a point where you realized that this person was not good for you, but you couldn't really allow yourself to emotionally detach because maybe they hadn't done anything that bad or that wrong or that hurtful for you to really separate yourself. This time will be different. Okay, this time will be different. This time it's going to hurt, and it's going to hurt for your benefit, so that you can actually fully and totally move on here with the Eight of Wands, so that you can focus on what it is that's important to you, what you want to create, what you want to put out into the world, what you want to build. At times we use relationships as a distraction from the things that we know we should be doing, from the things that we know we should be accomplishing, from our own goals, and we hyper focus on this other person. And then when it goes wrong, we go, oh, you stole my life from me. Well, you chose to give them all of your effort, intention, and energy. And you chose to divert and divest everything that you were giving to yourself and giving it to this person, okay? Now Spirit is giving you the opportunity to totally separate yourself, so now you can pour back into the things that you love, that are valuable to you, that bring you life, okay? Let's clarify the Devil card. Why is the Devil card here for Scorpio? Why is the Devil card here for Scorpio? We got the King of Wands, okay? Now, the King of Wands was just at the bottom of the deck. I showed you guys. It was just at the bottom of the deck. This is masculine fire sign energy, so you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, okay? That might be confirmation for you of who I'm talking about. Now, they don't have to be that, and they don't have to have that in their chart. But when I see the King of Wands poorly aspected, it's somebody who does not give a damn who they hurt. They are willing to bulldoze anybody and anyone to meet their desires. They're incredibly, incredibly lustful. They're somebody who is driven by only gut instinct. They don't use logic. They're not really tapped in and tuned in or emotionally available to make really full and holistic decisions. This is somebody who is incredibly selfish. They are probably close to narcissistic or have narcissistic tendencies. If they're not a full-blown fucking narcissist, okay? This person could also be physically abusive. This person could also be somebody who prioritizes their physicality over everything else. So it's like, as long as I look good. They're very, like, I wouldn't say fashionable or materialistic, but they're very much into superficial, surface level things. Like, oh, how do I look? Do I look good? Am I this way? Am I that way? Like, they crave attention. They crave validation, especially from feminines. So that might be the thing that you are doing for them, is making them feel validated, making them feel seen, making them feel loved, okay? And this person is just absolutely I would say a disgusting person. Now, is anybody beyond redemption? Absolutely not. But but where this person is right now, absolutely disgusting. Let's clarify the Knight of Cups here. The Six of Pentacles, yeah, with the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This tells me that at one point you thought that this person was your perfect match, or you were trying to put yourself on their level. You were aspiring to their lifestyle, even if they don't live a healthy lifestyle. This person might be drinking and drugs every weekend, and I'm not saying that you can't do those things or you can't indulge in your own vices, but what I'm saying is that this person might have been like making a lifestyle out of the party, and maybe they showed you some opportunity to escape from the day-to-day monotony of getting up and going to work. And this person might have been incredibly exciting, super magnetic and charming, and just pulled you in and reeled you in by giving you compliments, potentially even love bombing you, making you believe that you were the person that they wanted to be with, just so they could get you on their side. They saw something in you that excited them. They feel like you have that same drive and that same passion in a sense that they do. Now, do you want to do the same things that they want to do? I don't think so. But you were willing to compromise your own standards and your own values just so you could become this quote-unquote Queen of Wands, that you would be this perfect match for this person, even though it was so different, or it was such a deviation from who you actually are on the inside. I see you being a very kind, loving, giving person. The Queen of Cups is the overall energy. This is who you are, and you were trying to be this, right? You were trying to step into this whole other identity or this whole other character so that you could fulfill what you thought this person needed, because you thought, if I can meet their needs, they'll keep giving me attention and validation. You guys were seeking the same things from each other, and that's why it's so difficult to let it go, because you understand, like, they needed you as much as you needed them, in a sense. And even though it's not a healthy dynamic or a healthy relationship, there's a part of it that still feels really good and exciting and addictive. And that's the hardest part to break. But I tell you, whatever's coming in right now, Spirit's not telling me what it is. It might involve an Aquarius with the star card here. I'm not really sure, but Spirit's not exactly telling me what this is, but Spirit is telling me it's a wish fulfilled. You've been asking for a reason or a way to let this person go so that you can fully detach and you can fully lose romantic interest in them, so that you can totally move on. And Spirit is saying, oh, I'm here and I'm going to deliver if it hasn't been delivered already. All right, Scorpio, this is what I have for you. I hope that this was helpful or enlightening in some way. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll be with you next time.